Hello Phantoms! You are watching the Mission Heights Preparatory Virtual High School Introduction video. I just first want to start by saying how much I'm going to miss seeing your faces and having you on this campus. However, I also want to make sure and take time to tell you how proud I am of you for continuing your education at Mission Heights, even if it is using our virtual high school. I know that many of you are choosing this because there is someone in your home that you want to keep safe, and there are all kinds of reasons. Either way, we know it's a good reason. And so we're going to miss having you on campus, but we do hope the best for you guys as you continue your journey online. Now that we have some students who have chosen hybrid and some of you who have chosen online, we have had to basically create two schools. And we are still using all Mission Heights teachers to facilitate both schools. Each of you will be receiving a schedule from me with your new class for Mission Heights Virtual High School. All this said, I want to make sure you know that even though you have chosen online, you are still required to attend at certain times each day to meet with your instructors. This video that you're going to be going through is going to be explaining the policies, the curriculum, and the schedule for those of you who have chosen online. You are still part of this Mission Heights family, so we encourage you to stay involved as much as possible while you're away from us. Please join with us as we do Spirit Weeks and as we have clubs and sports, and be paying attention to our emails and our videos and our social media so that you can be a part of it as much as possible. Keep showing motivation, heart, and purpose as you continue to transform your now in your learning. So with that said, please follow along with us in this video as we talk through what all you're going to need to know for Mission Heights Preparatory High School virtual learning. Let's do this.
Although you are not going to be in traditional classes like the hybrid students, there's still going to be a semblance of a schedule for our online virtual learners. From 6:45 to 8:15, if you have a 0-hour class, you will be in attendance in your 0-hour class, just like you would if you were here at school. First period, second period, third period, and fourth period have slightly a different schedule. For the first 30 minutes of the class, there will be mandatory attendance. During this time, your teachers are going to be working with all of you as a whole on team building, classroom expectations, school announcements, and other things that pertain to everyone. After 30 minutes, you are going to be released to work on your class for the next hour. Each class has its time, as posted here, and you are expected to come to those classes during the mandatory period for each class. If you can't make it to the mandatory 30 minutes for each class, you must communicate with your online teacher for that period and let them know the circumstances as to what is holding you up from attending those classes. It's important that students develop and adopt various study skills that will ensure their success in Block 2. Use of their student agenda, time blocking, and general time management will be very useful this block. Taking focus notes. Cornell, outline, bullet points. It doesn't matter what style of notes you take. just make sure that you're interacting with those notes by adding to them later. For example, writing possible test questions, chunking by topic, highlighting key concepts, circling vocabulary words, and writing their definitions, developing symbols for certain types of notes, drawing pictures to correspond with the notes, and much more. Another idea is to jot down the most important pieces of the lecture and leave spaces to come back to add more once you have a chance to review the presentation for homework. Study time. Set aside time, about 20 to 30 minutes, to study each night for each class. Studying can include completing the daily assignments, homework, interacting with notes, rewriting the notes, adding to your notes, watching a related video on Khan Academy or YouTube to reinforce the learning.
Hi Phantoms, my name is Miss J and I am your student mentor. What that means is I'm literally here to help support you along your academic journey. If you catch yourself feeling lost or overwhelmed, please get in contact with me. Never hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help support you all, and I wish you all the best this quarter too.
Other things to keep in mind while you're logging in from home. Number 1, if you don't want others to see into your personal space at home, sit against a blank wall, if possible. Number 2, keep your cameras on while in class, unless the teacher gives permission to mute cameras. If you turn your camera off, it's the same as getting up in the middle of class and walking out. Number 3, use the chat feature to ask questions during lecture, but use your mic when being asked to participate in person. At Mission Heights Preparatory Virtual High School, students will be using the school's PLP program as their main form of curriculum. Students will log on to mhprep.schoolsplp.com to access the website. Once there, students will log on to their website using the login information they have been assigned. If they've been at the school before, the login information is the same. If this is the first time they are taking a PLP class, a login information will be emailed to them. Once students are in, they will see the classes that they are assigned. Simply click on the link and it'll take you to your class. You will see your grades. Here is where you will see report card, so your progress, if you're on track or behind. You can see how many instructional days, hours logged, finished activities, and more. If you click on daily activities, you'll be able to see how much time you've spent on the activities and the messages that you and your teacher have been sending back and forth through PLP. If you have any questions, please reach out.
All right, students, this is Mr. Davenport. We're going to go through some things about the technology as we move into this new quarter where we have our hybrid students will 3 days out of the week be attending their classes remotely from home, and our virtual students will be doing it all the time. So we want to make sure that we go over some of those rules and policies here. So first of all, Google Classroom. All teachers will be using Google Classroom as the central location of announcements, important materials, assignments, and the link to their Google Meets online classroom environment. So that should be pretty common. I think all teachers have been doing that so far since we went into this pandemic mode. So that should be nothing new to you. You will receive an email from your teachers inviting you to join their class. Just click on join and you are all set. Google Meets. When you join a class from home, make sure you are using the link that is located at the top of the teacher's Google Classroom page. So this will allow you to watch the teacher while they are teaching. For those of you hybrid learners, For those of you who are virtual learners, this will allow you to check in with your teacher, go over any questions that you have during that check-in time. Only students with an MHPrep email account will be able to join. We've had some issues recently with people who are not students being able to get into our Google Meets classrooms and do some not nice things. So we have created the environment now where only students with an MHPrep email account will be able to join. And furthermore, all students will need to be admitted by the teacher. So when you click on that link, you'll have to wait a little bit. The teacher will see your name and will admit you into class. That way they can make sure that no students who are not in their class are trying to get into that Google Meet. Once you join the Google Meet classroom, your camera must remain on for the remainder of the class. If you don't have a camera, you will need to come to the school and check out a school device. You can also purchase your own webcam if you would like to use that. But we do have plenty of devices. We just got more Chromebooks in on Friday, so we do have plenty of devices. We have one for every student who wants one at this point. So remember, you can't just check into the class with your camera on and then turn it off 5 minutes later. Just like you wouldn't be able to walk out of the classroom if you were on campus, that camera on tells the teacher that you are still there, you're still participating in the class. All behavior should be the same as if you were in the actual classroom. So you shouldn't be sleeping, you shouldn't be putting on makeup, those kinds of things. You should be fully dressed in your school gear, MHP polo, t-shirt, all those things, as if you were right there in the classroom. So we care about what you are doing while you are online. There are just too many inappropriate ways for you to be using technology during class time. So we are going to be using a program called GoGuardian that allows our teachers to monitor the students' online activity. But whenever you are logged in to your MHPrep account, teachers will be able to monitor your online activity. So when you start doing your schoolwork, make sure you log in to your MHPrep account. If you don't log into your MHPrep account, then the teacher can't monitor your activity, which may sound like a good thing, but it also sounds like you're trying to get away with something. So if you don't, you will be required to come check out a school device to do your schoolwork on. Those are automatic because you have to log in with your MHPrep account. There's no way around that. But if you are using a personal computer, a personal laptop, and you are signing in not on your MHPrep account, maybe on a personal email, and teachers can't see you, they will call you out on that. They will email you, let you know that that can't continue. If it does continue, they will stop your access to the assignments. They will let me know, and you will be encouraged to come in and get a school Chromebook. And until that happens, you will not be able to continue with your schoolwork. All right? It's very important that we're able to monitor your activity while you're online to make sure you're not doing things that you shouldn't be doing. Some of those things, Google Meets will only be used for class sessions. Students should not be able to use this feature at any other times. Google Hangouts, this is kind of like a text feature. It should only be used to communicate with your teachers, with other classmates about your schoolwork. There should be no private conversations going on using the Google Hangouts. If this is abused and your teacher notices it, you'll be given a warning, but if it comes to it, this feature can be removed from your account, which may make it difficult for you to communicate with your teacher, especially during those Google Meets times. Pornographic websites are strictly forbidden. That should be completely understood. Plagiarism and academic dishonesty. When you're completing writing assignments that allow you to do research, make sure you always cite your sources. We have quite a few students that are getting written up for academic dishonesty because they're finding answers online, doing a simple copy and paste and putting it in there. Realize it's just as easy for the teacher to notice that as it is for you to copy and paste it from somewhere on the web. So make sure you cite your sources. Now, if you're just doing a simple homework assignment, you're answering a question, you probably can't cite your own cite those sources. You have to do original work. But when you're writing a paper or something like that, and you're copying a quote or something from the internet, make sure you cite your sources appropriately. When taking an assessment or doing any other kind of assignment, make sure you're not accessing unapproved websites that might help you out with answers, like a math website or something like that, science website that could provide you with answers. Support. So anytime you're experiencing technical issues, please try to solve it with the help of your teacher first. They may be able to figure out what's going on using a Google Meet, using a one-on-one session, and they can figure out what's happening and help you solve it. But if you're not able to come up with a solution with them helping you, feel free to email me at matt.davenport@leonagroup.com. Sorry, I forgot the .com there. And provide the following information. Give me a complete description of the issue. Try to tell me how long it's been going on. How frequent is it happening? In which classes? Is it just one class, or is it all your classes? And what have you tried already? Typically, things that will solve issues a lot is going into your browser and clearing the cache and the cookies, checking for updates, and doing a restart. A lot of times that fixes the issue. Sometimes you have to reboot your modem, but other times it may require some more help there. So if you need that, be sure and email me, reach out. And that's it for our technology policies and rules. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or call the school and we can go over that. But primarily this video is for our virtual students and their parents to understand how they can pick up meals for those. So we will be providing free breakfast and lunch to all Mission Heights students and their siblings under the age of 18. Here's the pickup dates and times. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m. to 3:15 p.m. On Monday, you'll be picking up breakfast and lunch for Monday and Tuesday. On Wednesday, you'll be picking up breakfast and lunch for Wednesday and Thursday. And on Friday, you will be picking up breakfast and lunch for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you've got your whole week taken care of for breakfast and lunch. Again, that's for all Mission Heights students and their siblings under the age of 8. You have a morning pickup and an afternoon pickup. Once again, those students who are virtual, they will be able to, their parents can come in and pick up during those times. So the pickup location, we've got a map here and it shows when you're picking up your meals, you're going to drive up to the student drop-off lane. So you're going to come in this way, right down this line, and you're going to stop right here by our west doors, the west side of campus. Once you get here, you just need to call the school, 520-836-9383. A staff member will come out and assist you. Find out how many meals you need and give you those baggies. So we expect to be able to provide the service until the end of this calendar year. So feel free to use this as often as you need to. And for any questions, please contact Yvonne Jenkins, our office manager. There's her email, or you can just call us. We're glad to be able to provide this service for you, for your family, for your students, for your kids, so that they make sure that they've got food to eat and they have enough energy to get through each day.
All right, Phantoms, there you have it. That is our introduction video for our Mission Heights Preparatory Virtual High School. We're excited that you have chosen to be part of our Mission Heights family still, as you continue on your online journey. We do wish you all the best. You are with us in spirit, and so please always make sure you are still reaching out. Reach out to your teachers. Reach out to Ms. Brown, our social worker, Ms. J, our student mentor, Ms. Melvin, our college advisor. To any of us, we are here for you because you are part of this Mission Heights family. Do not disengage yourself during this time. We want to still be part of all of this with you. So continue learning, show motivation, heart, and purpose, transform your now. I know I repeat these things all the time, but I do hope that for you. I know that online learning is hard. It is hard to challenge yourself to get up. It is hard to challenge yourself to turn in assignments. It is hard to challenge yourself to make it to meetings for attendance. But this is where you've got to show grit now more than ever. You need to be part of every day of learning. Do not disengage yourself. I know I said it already, but do not do it. Stay with us. Make sure you're staying in control of your learning. And again, we are here for you. So that is all we have to say. If you guys ever need anything, again, reach out. Have a great first week of virtual learning. And we can't wait until the day we get to see you guys again. Blessings and stay safe.